Why did you decide to come here?
Well, I came from Brazil and I'm asking for asylum because something very weird happens to me in Brazil. So I just pull up to try a new life. And well, it's a freedom country, so I want to be a free man.
You said weird things happened to you in Brazil. Could you give us just a brief description of what you mean by that?
Well, I was a owner of a barbershop in Brazil, and some gangster members from a very famous cartel in Brazil. I was in a good spot, and I bring a lot of people in my barbershop. So they was trying to invite me to commit crimes like to sell drugs in my spot without nobody knows. So I say no. Then they get into my barbershop next 2 weeks and broke all my barbershop and tell me, if you don't do, we will broke your family, you broke you. And I call for the security, for the cops, for everybody. But in Brazil, the crime is so big, so they are already connected with the police. So basically, the police and the governments can do nothing about it. So the only way is to find a new place. And like I said, because of I will tell you that it's not that easy to live here, but I have more security here in USA. That's why I came, because I know the English, I know the language, I know a little bit of the culture, and I think I can be a good person here in USA.
How long has it been since your legal process began to seek asylum here?
Well, almost 2 years, 2 years and a half.
What has that been like so far to navigate immigration court here in Kansas City?
For me, in my opinion, it's too much process going around and just like 2 or 3 judges to judge all these cases, in my opinion. The process is very and so slow, and often at the same time we got to pay it. So how I can pay a lawyer if the government let me get in without work? For me, it doesn't make sense. So I gotta do. You guys let us get in legal by asylum, but we can work legally because we haven't IT number, we have nothing like any documents to get into a work. So yeah, in my opinion, gotta check like if you let someone get in here by asylum, whatever, legally, like I'm doing, you gotta let they work first to, of course, have money to pay this process, and it's not that cheaper.
You had mentioned that they gave you time to be able to find a lawyer. Can you explain briefly what that was like to even try to get a lawyer?
Well, nowadays you have a good lawyer, you pay like to this asylum case around 6 or 8K just to get started in fully amount. They don't split the payments. For free, nowadays we waiting like 8 to 11 months in a waiting list to have a lawyer to take your case and see what's going on.
If there's anything that you would want people to understand about immigration here in the US and this process, what would that one message be?
Well, people who want to came here legally by asylum, first, they really need to know if they have like big problems in Brazil or whatever country that they try to came, and if it's a really problem, first tell for the cops or the governments what happened. Maybe before it they can help you. If not happens, then you can try to ask for asylum legally in USA, but not trying to cross the border illegal, not trying to do crazy things to put your family in dangerous with coyotes and all this thing that we see. Try to do the right thing. If there's asylum, go to the place that you can ask for asylum, show your case, show your information, and wait for the USA to do the best for you.